Hello students, this is Neha Mathur and today I am going to start network theory. Network theory is basically an important subject for engineering students, for electronics engineering students and for electrical students also. This is important from your semester exams perspective as well as it is one of the most important subject for any technical competitive examination related to your branch. So, we are going to start network theory, but before starting the subject, consider to subscribe my channel and click on bell icon to get updated for the upcoming videos. Fine. So, network theory. As the name itself implies, network theory means the subject is going to cover all the methods, all the techniques which is used to solve electric circuit or electric networks. Fine. So, there are number of techniques, there are number of theorems which is basically used for the solving of electric circuit or electric networks. But before starting that specific theories, firstly I am going to discuss about some basic terminologies related to network theory which we are going to use throughout the subject. There are several terminologies, there are several basic terminologies related to network theory. So, firstly we are going to discuss about them. Basic terminologies means simply the basic terms which we are going to use frequently throughout the study of network theory. So, there are several terms. The first term is what is electric circuit? How you can define electric circuit? Fine. So, electric circuit is just a closed path which is used by the electrons to flow in that closed path. It starts from voltage source or current source. Just like I am just mentioning a basic electric circuit just by mentioning some basic components of electronics like resistors and voltage source and current source. So, I am just drawing one electric circuit. This can be treated as electric circuit because this is a closed path and the path is followed by the electrons so that a proper current can be drawn in this circuit and the current with the help of that voltage source. Fine. So, you can define that electric circuit is just a closed path and that path is followed by electrons so that electron can move in that particular closed path. And the second thing related to electric circuit is the circuit is designed with the help of basic components of electronics like resistors, capacitors, inductors, voltage source, current source or many more, depends on the level of the electric circuit. Fine. And the connection between these electronic components may be serial as well as parallel, or it may be combination of series and parallel. So, electric circuit is just a closed path having number of electronic components, basic components, and the connection of those components may be in the form of series, parallel or the combination of both series and parallel. This is about the electric circuit. So, whenever we are going to use the term electric circuit in upcoming classes, when we will discuss about all the theorems related to network theory, we are just going to use the term draw a electric circuit, or I can say that now we are just considering one electric circuit. So, the thing is electric circuit is nothing but looks like this. It may be more complicated. I am just taking a normal electric circuit. Now, the next thing is the second terminology is electric network. What is electric network? See, electric network is similar like electric circuit. Only the one major difference between electric network and the electric circuit is the closing or opening of the path. See, the electric network is again a path containing number of electronic components, but it is not necessary that the path should be closed. Or we can say that an electric network need not to be a complete path or a closed path. So, any network which contains several electronic basic components, but there is not necessity of the closing of that path, that kind of network is said to be electric network. I we can consider one example. Suppose this is a resistor, one more resistor is connected over here, and we are taking one battery over here, but the circuit is not closed, it is just completed over here. So you cannot consider this as an electric circuit. This can be treated as electric network, because network means grouping or combination of electronic components. There is not necessity, there is no need to make it closed path. If it becomes closed circuit, if it becomes a closed path, then it can be treated as electric circuit. So this is the difference between electric network and electric circuit. Now the third term related to network theory is current. What is current? See, as you all know that current is nothing but the rate of flow of charge carriers, or I can say that the rate at which electrons flow in any conductor is said to be current, and the representation of current may be capital I or small I, or it depends on you. It is not a standard remark for the representation of the current, and the formula for the current is nothing but dq by dt, that is the rate of flow of charges, the rate of flow of electrons with respect to time is said to be current. Here dq is nothing but, dq is the charge, fine, and the unit of the charge is coulomb, represented by capital C, while dt is nothing but the time taken by the charge carrier to flow in a specific conductor, and the unit of the time is second, represented by capital S. Now you can say that current is nothing but the rate of flow of charges in any conductor, and the unit for the current is ampere, represented by capital A. You have to remember these things, you have to keep in mind all these basic terminologies, that the unit for the current is ampere, and current is nothing but the flow of charge with respect to time, represented by I is equals to dq by dt, where q is nothing but the charge present in any conductor, and when the charge starts to flow in that conductor, it becomes current. So this is about the current, fine, and the capital C stands for coulomb, which is unit for charge, and second is a unit, SI unit for time. This is the third terminology. Now come with the next term, voltage. The next term is voltage, or you can say electric potential. See, voltage or electric potential is just a electromotive force, or I can say that this is just a electromotive force which causes electrons to flow. So voltage or electric potential is just a energy which is required for any electron to start their movement in any conductor. So it is represented by capital T, capital V, and the basic formula for any voltage is represented by dW upon dQ, where dW, or simply you can write it W by Q also. It is not necessary that you should always mention dW. dW stands for change in, dQ stands for change in something, here Q, so change in charges. But for a large value of W and Q, you can directly write V is equals to W upon Q, where W is nothing but the energy and Q is charge. So the basic formula for potential or for voltage is W upon Q. The unit for the energy is joule unit, and for the charge, as I told you, coulomb. Fine. So you can say that now what will be the SI unit for the voltage? The SI unit of voltage will be joule by coulomb, or you can directly write volt. Fine. So voltage is nothing but having a unit volt, and the alternative unit is joule per coulomb, and it is just a electromotive force which is required for all the electrons present in the conductor so that they are able to move, they are able to conduct in that specific conductor for the flow of the current. This is about the voltage. One more thing that we are going to use in our network theory that is related to voltage source is, for the DC voltage source, we are going to mention the DC voltage source like this or like this. DC voltage, suppose you are taking 5 volt, so we can go with this symbol or this. If you are using, or if you are going to represent AC voltage source, then the symbol will be different, and the symbol looks like this. For the AC, you will have to make a sine wave in the circle. Fine. So this is a representation of AC voltage source, and for the DC voltage you have two methods. You can make it over here a plus and minus in a circle, or you can make it using two terminals, a large terminal and a small terminal. Large is representing plus sign and small terminal is basically used to represent negative sign of the battery. This is about the representation of the voltage sources. Now the next basic terminology is power. You will have to find the power in networks, in the electric circuits in upcoming days when you are going to use network theories to simplify the circuit. So the question many times in the examination is like, find the power in that specific branch, find the power in that specific circuit. So the term power is nothing but simply the rate of flow of energy, that is represented by capital P, and it is represented by dW by dt. W, I am again repeating, energy, or I can say work. Similarly, T is nothing but time. Fine. So power is nothing but the time rate of change of energy is said to be power. And what about its unit? As I told you that W means energy, or you can say work, having unit joule, and the time having unit second. So joule per second is a unit of power, and the second unit or the alternative unit for the power is watt. Fine. So this is about the power. Now most of the time students get confused in terms of formula of power. The important formula which is usually used for the calculation of power, I am just going to discuss the next formula or the optional formula of power. See, as I told you that power is the rate of change of energy. This is the formula of the power. I can write this formula like this also, dW by dQ multiplied by dQ by dt. I am just multiplying and dividing this equation from dQ. Now see, dW by dQ, this is nothing but the formula of voltage or electric potential. Similarly, dQ by dt is nothing but the representation of the current. So I can say that power is a product of voltage and current. This is the alternative formula for the calculation of the power, having the unit same watt, or I can say joule per second. This is about the power. These are the basic terminologies which we are going to use frequently during the study of network theory. From the next class, we are going to discuss all the topics related to network theory in a proper sequence, in a proper flow. So I hope you are getting my point. If you are following, consider to subscribe my channel and click on bell icon to get updated for the upcoming videos. In the next video, we will discuss about the next topic of the network theory, which is network elements or network components. Fine. Thank you.